Hello, this is editing me, but I had to go into another room because everyone's so noisy in my house. Ignore whatever is going on right now with my hair. Just leave it. So the way pick a card readings go is they're very easy to edit because of the fact that literally all you have to do is just edit the beginning and end of clips when you cut takes, if that makes sense. So it's like literally me just editing, me clicking the record button, and then the end and the awkward silence. So if you don't feel like watching this reading, then it's probably not for you. If you don't feel any alignment with any of the readings or any of the cards, then this reading's probably not for you. That's completely okay. Some readings are not meant for everyone. You can go find other channels. Personally, I like the Gem Goddess and Earth to Anza. They have really good pick a card readings, but yeah, pick a card readings are very simple. There'll probably be a lot of awkward silences, but it's not like it's supposed to be funny or anything, so there's not a lot of editing you have to do. And usually when I'm silent, it's because I'm trying to get messages from spirit. But yeah, without further ado, here's the pick a card reading. Hello everyone, welcome to my first pick a pile reading. I really hope this goes well. I am fairly new to tarot reading, but I really do enjoy doing it. I've been doing it for a few months now, and I am fairly confident in doing readings for other people. So, without further ado, I'm going to light my candles. This reading is a what's next reading. So I have 3 piles here, pile 1, 2, and 3. Pile 1 has an amethyst, pile 2 has a green adventurine, and pile 3 has a red or orange adventurine. I'm not quite sure, but these are the crystals and these are the piles. Each one will be different lengths because I did an intuitive reading, not a spread. So that is how this reading will go. Some readings may be longer than others, some will obviously have different topics, etc., but that is the point. So I will give you time to pick a crystal intuitively, whether that be to a pile or a crystal, whichever one that you feel most intuitively attached or attracted to. And it is important to pick it with intuition, but sometimes intuition can just be the first one that you came across. So without further ado, we're going to get into our piles. Okay, I'll see you in your pile. Okay. Hello, pile 1. Welcome to your reading. Now, when I was trying to figure out the intention of this reading, trying to figure out what type of reading I wanted to do, what I was drawn to do for my first reading, I got love first, but as I started shuffling into this pile, the first half was more about like what's coming next. That's the first thought that I had, but then it turned into what's coming. So at first it was what's coming next in love. So this will most likely be a love reading. Then it turned into what's coming next. So this one might be more love themed, but it could just end up being a regular what's coming next. We'll have to see as the reading goes in. The overall feeling I'm getting from the deck is that you're definitely going through a transformation period and like a reckoning kind of, to where you're reassessing your life at the moment, and there's a lot of things that you will have to go through. The way I do my readings is I go chronologically, like in a chronological order, unless I feel intuitively inclined to relate a certain card to a different one. I also have 2 other cards here that we will discuss at the end. So first we have the Chariot in reverse. This means that you or someone you're involved with is a Cancer. The Chariot usually involves victory, but because of the fact that this is in reverse, hold on, let me get my little book real quick. With the Chariot, I will read out the description for this and you take what resonates. The chariot represents willpower, determination, and self-assurance in any challenge. The charioteer reminds us to be steadfast and exude self-control in situations that arise in order to ensure victory over any obstacle. This in reverse means aggression, self-doubt, defeat, and loss of control. So maybe you feel, oh, see, this looks like my matchsticks. I feel like this might have involved a fire sign or was a very passionate affair. Whether it was with a person or circumstances, this is something that you felt that you lost control over, and you had a lot of self-doubt, and that's the reason why you lost this battle in a sense. You need to be more steadfast and confident to lead your chariot, your little horses or whatever in your chariot in order to be victorious. Cancers somewhat have a problem with that sometimes because since they are a water sign, they can have a lot more doubts than other signs. This could mean that you are a water sign. It doesn't exactly have to mean that you were a Cancer, but you could be a water sign. The circumstance you are dealing with could be a Cancer or water sign in circumstance. I know that kind of doesn't make sense, but the way I think of it is each situation can be just like a star sign. So like if you're at work, a certain situation that you're dealing with could be Capricorn in nature, to where the environment is very steadfast and ambitious and straightforward and that type of thing. Or an Aquarius situation is very unique and you can't really predict it, and it's very volatile and things like that, if that makes sense. So this situation could have been something along the lines of a Cancer-like situation, but I feel like it was really passionate in nature, and this defeat really left you like out in the cold with this poverty and fatigue. Like this circumstance really drained you. This in upright, I will read out what they are to feel what resonates, but obviously I will go off intuitively. Isolation, poverty, poor health, insecurity. This could have been of recent circumstances regarding like quarantine and stuff like that. You know, everyone's going through a certain type of thing at the moment to where they're very isolated from those around them in their social circles. Maybe from this Chariot card, you might have lost a job, so you might not have as many financial opportunities as you had before. You might have to save a lot of money, or this could also mean that you got sick. It might not technically been because of the pandemic. It could just be a regular seasonal flu or cold or that type of thing. But I think in a way that, especially after this defeat, you felt very insecure in yourself, and whether this led to poor mental health, that could also be a thing. But this is what occurred afterwards. I think the stress of losing that Chariot situation really took a toll on you, whether it was physically or mentally, financially, etc. And I think through this isolation, you went through a transformation period. The Death card is never about death. I need everyone to know that. It is about 99% of the time about renewing yourself. It's new beginnings. It's endings and new beginnings. So this is the end of that timeline. You are starting anew. The Death card is, to be honest, I see it as really good because that means you're going through a transformation. You're going to be growing into a new person. And personally, I love the way this card looks, but everyone sees the Death card differently. This planetary astrological correspondence is to Scorpio. The Death is a harbinger of transformation. He is a reminder that you must shed what is old and familiar to become something new. You must break old habits and release that which is hindering you to make room for something greater. So something greater is everything after this. This means change, endings, beginnings, and transition. So I think this is what you were going through, and this is the start of your timeline right here. You are currently going through a transformation right now. And I think with this amethyst, you need to calm down a lot. Like, you need to just chill out. You know, you might have a lot of anxiety right now. You might not be able to calm down. You might not be getting a lot of sleep, that type of thing. This transformation is going to help you in a positive way. I can feel that. And this change will definitely be for the better. This will bring a lot of positive things into your life, but obviously with life, there are positives and negatives. So with the High Priestess in reverse, let's see what that means. This planetary correspondence is to the moon. So this could definitely, this type of situation correlate with your moon sign, or the way you'll deal with the further situation, or the way that you transform could have to do with your moon sign or the lunar phases. So the High Priestess represents wisdom and enlightenment. She is in between two worlds and embodies the eternal feminine spirit. She is a guardian of the unconscious who guides us to look inward and listen to our own feelings and intuition. But this means that this means repression, mistrust, secrets, and loss. I think this transformation made you feel very vulnerable, and because of this loss and defeat over here, you feel very mistrusting of people. You feel like everyone's keeping a secret from you, and you might be keeping this situation a secret from the people in your life. You could be repressing a lot of your emotions, and with your moon sign, that makes a lot of sense, because your moon sign's in charge of your emotional output. So I think due to your moon sign, you don't allow yourself to express your emotions, and you need to find an outlet for that. I think that will be a creative outlet because of the Well card. This has to do with creation, abundance, luxury, etc. No, not creation, creativity. The way she branches out with the Well, she branches out into different mediums. This astrological correspondence is Gaia, Gaia. I'm not 100% sure. I'm pretty sure this has to deal with that 13th sign, but the Well is the birthplace of ideas, inspiration, and transformation. All things are birthed from the creatrix, and knowledge flows freely to those who seek it. This means you are nurturing, there is an opportunity, nature, and creativity. So I think during this time of mistrust, you might be spending a lot of time alone, and because of the fact that you were in isolation, you might want to go outside and reconnect with nature, and through reconnecting with nature, you might find a creative outlet that you would like to express your emotions through. This will really branch out into helping you in all terms of life. I think this will be a lifelong habit that you'll will carry out, because of the way that it helps you release your frustrations, your emotions, without necessarily having to talk to someone about it. Because, for some people, that's not what they feel comfortable doing. So with this Nine of Swords, this has to do with the mental. I think through this, you are going to recover. This means objectivity, perception, recovery, and revelation. You have a revelation that this is helping you, and this will help you recover. This will help you recover from these past situations, from these repressed emotions, from this defeat. The transformation will start here through this creativity, through this healing. This is when your transformation will really kick into high gear. And then with the Queen of Swords, this still has to do with the mental. Swords have to do with the mental. This could be air sign. The Queen of Swords means confidence, assurance, organized, and intellectual. I kind of have a feeling that you might be a earth sign, actually. Because with this defeat and then repressing emotions and then trying to get back on your feet, you could be an air earth sign. That's the kind of feeling I'm getting. And this has to do with, the swords have to do with air signs. So Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, any of those for air signs. Earth signs, Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. So this means confidence, assurance, organized, intellectual. So with this, you will definitely feel reassured in your position in society. You will get a bearing onto who you are again, because I feel like you might have lost yourself in this isolation, through this transformation. Timing wise, you will gain a sense of self again. You'll gain a sense of where you are in society and in the universe. You'll be confident in yourself again, and I think that you'll really like to show off your creative works. So, and you will definitely master this. That's what this Two of Wands is saying. You will definitely master this craft. That you are, like I said, this is something that you're going to be carrying out through for the rest of your life. Like this Two of Wands, this, for me, I kind of see it as a mastery card, even though it kind of isn't. I personally see it as a mastery card. This means focus, decisions, discovery, and planning. I think through this and finally getting yourself back in the works, getting rebared from this situation, getting your bearings from this situation, and feeling like yourself again, you're really going to start planning your life out again. That's why I think that you might be an earth sign, because earth signs really like planning things. Obviously, not everyone will be an earth sign. You could have earth in your chart, you could have air in your chart, you could have water in your chart, etc., etc. So it's just how these situations relate to your planets with astrological correspondence. So then, with the Five of Wands, this in reverse means that I think once you start planning, you're gonna come back to this self-doubt up here, this like reflection kind of here, like the way twin flames reflect each other, the way the timeline is, the reflection of each thing. I think that you're gonna come back to self-doubting yourself, and I think you're gonna be evading and not really coming to terms with the fact that you've changed and you failed in this situation. I think you're really not going to accept it, because you have Three Cups and you're not paying attention to this gift that's coming to you. You're gonna have something coming into your life that you're not gonna be paying attention to and you're gonna take for granted. This might be a relationship. It could be a relationship. You're really going to be focusing on what you used to be. Yes. You're really going to be focusing on what you used to be and not what you are now. Because the Four of Cups means meditation, resentment, apathy, and discontentment. You're going to be discontent and hate who you used to be at this time over here. But you need to realize that you have changed. You have a cup to add to yourself. You have a cup to add to the person you are now. And you shouldn't be discontent. And I think you'll come to a point where you have to choose this Judgment card. You're going to be reassessing yourself. You're going to be reflecting on yourself with this Judgment card. This astrological correspondence is Pluto. Judgment shows when it is time for self-evaluation. You are at the crux for reaching a new life and must purge those things that would hinder you from being renewed. This means rebirth, absolution, renewal, and freedom. You will be freed of all of these past things. You will carry on this hobby, but you will be free of all of the self-doubt that hinders you. You will come at a time of self-evaluation and almost be enlightened in a way. And this, oh my god, I love this card so much. The Ten of Cups is personally my favorite card, because it's abundance, satisfaction, fulfillment, and happiness. This is having all of your cups filled. There's nothing missing. Once you realize who you are and accept who you are in this Judgment card, when you self-evaluate, you're really going to notice that you feel very fulfilled in your life because of this hobby. See the reflection here. This self-reflection will also mirror this repressed emotions, you've now found a way. It's the other side of the mirror. You've now found a way to express your emotions, and you've become a complete person. And you are going to be so satisfied, and abundance is just going to flow into your life, and you are going to be so happy. And I think this will continue for quite a while, like quite a few months, like a good, what the fuck, a good like half of the year. So then with this Ace of Wands in reverse, this I think that you'll become so comfortable in your happiness and abundance that you start to lose yourself again. I think this could mean air and water. I'm getting air and water from this, but earth signs can also, everyone can do this actually. I got air and water, but earth. I'm getting earth, air, and water mostly for this. But if you're a fire sign, you know, you can still relate. But you have a sense of losing yourself very easily and feeling lost. So once you become comfortable in something, I feel like you lose yourself in that and focus on what is going on now and not what the future has to come, because this shows that you become very unmotivated and you become impatient with things because they came so quickly to you after you realize who you are. You think that if you do this self-work and you self-evaluate and you realize who you are, that everything will just come to you, but you still have more work to do. This self-evaluation is one of many. You still have work to do throughout your life. You still have so many karmic lessons to learn. And with this Ace of Wands, this is showing that things are coming to an end. This happy period is coming to an end. Not that it's a negative thing. There's nothing wrong with negative things going on in your life. They are to test us. They are to help us improve and enlighten us. So from this recovery comes endings, becomes negativity in a way. So then we have the Eight of Wands. And this in reverse, you have started to notice that things are ending. Something might be coming to an end. Maybe where you live, maybe an emotional outlook, maybe a relationship or something like that. That because this shows like a family, you know, or like two people and like a baby. This tree of life, you know, you're branching out. You might be separating from someone. It doesn't necessarily have to be romantic. It could be platonically. It could be someone that you're separating from in your life. This Eight of Wands means frustration, delay, mistakes, and confusion. You're gonna be so confused. You're like, why? I've been self-evaluating. I had all of this abundance. Why am I now? Why are things coming to an end now? And it's because this is your karmic cycle. This is the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. This means unlucky. This is karma coming back to you. There's something that you did that you really haven't fully come to terms with in yourself. This shows misfortune, chaos, bad luck, and resistance. You are resisting the fact that things are changing from this happy period. Yes, it's hard to let go of this happy period, and because you became so used to it, but that's why you became unmotivated. You stopped working on yourself. So then when you try to snap back into it, it didn't work that way, and that's why you're going through this karmic cycle. The Wheel of Fortune is in relation to Jupiter, and it shows that opportunity is abundant. All things have a cycle, both good and bad. One makes you appreciate the other, and each can offer new options to the situations faced. This will be an unlucky period. It may not be actual luck or unluckiness, but it will be a negative part of your life. But that's okay. Everyone has to go through those. And I think to help you through this period, you're going to convert back into community. I think this will be once quarantine ends, once the whole pandemic is over, you'll be able to reunite with your friends, and they will help heal you and help you get through this negative karmic cycle. So I'm going to pull from my Starseed deck to see some spiritual advice to give you. Okay, so what advice do you have for pile 1? What advice do you have for pile 1? Okay, there's too many. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see what we have here. So we have Earth School, life lessons, soul growth, study, higher learning. Maybe you need to go back into institution, as in like the Hierophant in a way. Like, you are here to learn something. You are here on this earth because you chose to learn something. That's something you didn't learn in a past life. So that's why you came back to school in a way, to earth, to experience things. I think meditation will be very advantageous to you. Next we have cracked open, rock bottom, surrender to the alchemy of life. This shows the cycle. You've been vulnerable in a way over here, back to the Chariot and the Five of Pentacles. This shows that you need to accept this vulnerability and accept that your body is only the physical part of yourself. You have this soul on the inside. You need to surrender to the way that life is going out, because that is how you chose it when you reincarnated on this earth. And then next we have breath of the cosmos, my will to thy will, micromanaging the universe. You can choose your reality if you want to go a certain way, but that is after forgetting everything from all your past lives. You set out your life to be a certain way, to meet certain people, to have certain events happen to you. You chose those things to learn something from them. You need to believe in the universe and reconnect with the universe through meditation, maybe even through tarot, like in this reading, crystals, lucid dreaming, astral projection, getting in touch with your intuition, opening your chakras, etc., etc. Okay. The golden children, inner child tenderness, innocence, rare gifts. Okay, I think the main reason why you keep going into this karmic cycle of having good and then bad is because you need to do shadow work on your inner child. Something happened in your childhood to where it deeply affected you psychologically, and you still haven't healed from that. You have a gift. You can go through this gate. You can heal from this. You need to restore your innocence to yourself and restore being tender to the people around you. Something happened in your past that made you very hard to the outside world, that made you not feel you were as innocent as you were before. So I think that doing some shadow work, especially inner child, will be really good for you. So meditation, connecting with the universe, and shadow work is what you need to work on. Now, these cards are mostly what I use if it's relationship wise, but I don't know, I'm being pulled to shuffle them, so I'm going to. Messages for pile 1. we have Capricorn. So this could mean you're a Capricorn. Maybe that's your rising sign. Maybe your rising sign's a Capricorn. This has to do with fate. This is you stringing along with the red string of fate, if you are familiar with that. The first card I got was Sunchild. This is you reconnecting with nature. I think once you're in the sun and you create art and during the day, it really helps you release your emotions. The sea. So I definitely think that going to the ocean during the day or going to a cafe during the day can really help you with this well card to help you express your emotions. Yes, see, this is Pisces. Lilac is important. This could also be your rising sign, but I feel it's more your moon or sun sign. So this will happen before Christmas. You'll go through this transformation before Christmas. That's what this card is telling me. And then maybe you'll find passion through smell, or like you are very sensitive to smells, and having nice smelling things around you will really help you with your creative outlet or to feel calmer. This is they're not prominent in your life at the moment. It's not your time yet to connect with your twin flame, but for me, this is a twin flame card. So this is lyrics from IDKU Yet by Alexander 23. How can you miss someone you've never met? Because I need you now, but I don't know you yet. So your twin flame is definitely missing you. They're definitely going through it at the moment, but I think it's because they're feeling your pain that you're going through in this cycle, that because twin flames mirror each other, so they're definitely feeling your pain and they just really miss you and they want to be with you. They want to help you in that kind of sense. Maybe a piercing will help you. Maybe you'll get piercings during this time. The clouds are significant. You get a lot of creative inspiration from them. Blue eyes, that could mean you have blue eyes, or someone who has blue eyes inspires you. Maybe you really feel connected with the snow, so maybe mediums of drawing snow or painting snow or artistically expressing snow will help you. So this defeat happened in September, and then Thanksgiving will definitely be that's when this realization will start. This transformation and this reassurance of self will start. And then I think someone might be hindering you from the past because they're like, Happier by Ed Sheeran, because baby, you look happier, you do. I knew one day you'd fall for someone new. But I think you really kind of just, maybe this is a relationship. Yeah, so overall, you're going to be going through the cycles of life. Yes, they're not always good, but you still have the good here, and this lasts for a good while. But the end of this cycle will be by the end of the year. That's what I see for you. Okay, if you guys enjoyed the reading, please leave a like, and if you resonated with it or anything particularly stuck out to you, please leave a comment below, I guess it'd be that way. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye! Okay, hello Pile 2. Welcome to your reading. This is what's coming up next in your life. You chose the green adventurine, I'm pretty sure at least. So the way I do my readings is the way each card comes out in chronological order is the way in which events are going to happen, unless I feel a card is inclined to go to another. So without further ado, let's get into your reading. Okay, first off, you are a fire sign. There is no doubt. Unless you have a lot of fire in your chart, you are definitely a fire sign. Most likely an Aries. Because, oh my god, you have so much fire. Want. God. You have a very volatile chart. That's what I'm just saying. Okay, so. For you, my friends, so I go this way when I do my readings. I just kind of like to do a storyline when I do my readings. So first up, we have the Empress card. This means motherhood. As you can see, she's pregnant, or creation. It also means luxury. It also can mean reconnecting to the divine feminine. This could mean that you have something new in your life, something that you need to take care of. It could be a living thing or a non-living thing. Maybe it's an apartment or a house or a pet, or maybe it's an actual child. I'm not sure quite yet because it's the first card in the reading. But let's go to the Three of Wands to see oh my god. Really? Sis. Three of Wands. Let's see. Let me go to my book. The Three of Wands. This in reverse means you are playing it safe but limiting your growth and potential by doing so. What is holding you back? It's time to spread your wings and fly. I think this means that whatever you're taking care of, whether it be living or non-living, is holding you back. You are technically holding yourself back because you're like, oh, I need to take care of this thing, they need my help, I need to constantly maintenance it, constantly look out for it, etc., and it's preventing you from growing as a person. And this will cause conflict in your life with this Five of Wands. You're facing internal conflict and are unclear on where you stand in important issues. You have different viewpoints that you cannot easily resolve. Align your head and your heart to find common ground. I think you might be thinking too much with your head and not following your heart in this type of situation. Because I feel like with the earth kind of dabbled in here a bit, that shows me that you're very much like, you can be really with your head at sometimes. You think about things very logically and you end up not following your heart, and that ends up preventing you from growing as a person. And with this Emperor and Empress, this could be someone in your life. This could be a relationship. This could be your parents. I'm not quite sure. I'm not really getting a lot of intuition for you guys. Maybe you guys are very very blocked off spiritually, or maybe just blocked off emotionally, and you don't like people to read you very easily. But because I'm not getting a lot of messages intuitively yet. You have a lot of 9s. I think 999 is important to you. Yeah, you need to start following your heart. And I think that maybe it was your mother or a female figure or maternal figure in your life that was like, you need to take care of this. You need to constantly keep up with this and make sure you take care of it. And it prevented you from growing, but I think a paternal or a male figure in your life is going to release you from that so that you can fully explore things with this Page of Swords. With this Page of Swords, it shows that you have finally released and to go with your intuition. This shows that you have a curious mind and love to ask questions and learn new things. You are a natural communicator and are ready to take the next step to share your message with the world. Ow. I think that once you establish your roots, you will feel more secure going out into the world and exploring different things. But I feel like you once you start going out, I feel like you'll definitely be pulled back because of this 9 of Swords in reverse. You'll feel very mentally burdened. Like, all of these swords are just like going back into you. You feel like you have so many responsibilities and so many tasks to take care of, and you feel guilty for going out and trying to live your life yourself without having to worry about other people. You are experiencing deep turmoil as a result of your thoughts and mindset. Fear is stripping you of your life force. Get a reality check and evaluate which fears are warranted and which are not. Release your limiting beliefs, crippling fears, and self-doubt. This shows that you really need to let go of your emotional ties to this earth. I know that sounds really crazy to say, but disassociating warning, nothing is real. You know, you chose to be in the family that you are in to learn a lesson. You chose your father, your mother, your siblings, if you have any, your pets, the people you involve in your life, the people that come into your life. They are there to teach you a lesson. This is a lesson you need to learn from yourself, to separating yourself from your family, I'm pretty sure, to be you and only you, and to live the life that you want, the one that you desire for. But you're like, oh, like, I need to take care of so and so or such and such, etc., etc. You need to let go. These responsibilities are not your own. You need to take responsibility for your own life. And this 9 of Pentacles shows that you do go on this adventure, you go on this journey to where you create abundance for yourself, and you have worked so hard to create this life. From this transition from this to this, you are realizing that this is a life that you have created. You're realizing that this is a life that you have created, and you'll feel proud of that, but you are ready to separate yourself from it. You're definitely financially free enough to go out into the world with this 9 of Wands. Even though you are tired from creating this empire, in a way, your life, I don't know, I felt like saying empire for a reason, you still stand tall and strong on the outside. That doesn't mean that there isn't a lot of inner turmoil going on the inside. You are ready to do what it takes to get to the finish line. You are ready to do what it takes. You have become this determination after letting go and reaching a point in your life where, oh, I'm satisfied with this part of my life. Let me extend it to a different one. You are ready to take that on, and you are ready to get to that finish line, to finish what you have started. You are going out to live out your desires, and you are very passionate about that because you have been a certain way for so long. You are ready. And with this 8 of Wands, it shows that even though I think that you are internally ready, you are subconsciously ready, but your conscious is still holding on to this. You still feel responsible for that, even though these are not your responsibilities to hold. And with the Sun card, it shows that you're really unhappy because of that. You're holding yourself back for no reason. You have to let things flow. You have to let things play out how they play out without you having a hand in them, or else you will end up unhappy. You are literally exhausted from this part of your life. It just seems like it keeps coming back and coming back and coming back and coming back and keeps bothering you in your life, even though you're trying to live by yourself. They say like, oh, you know, don't worry about us. We want the best for you. But then they keep saying, oh, I need this. Oh, I need that, etc., etc. With this Hermit card, you feel really lost. You don't quite know where you're going to be going. You don't know what direction to take, but subconsciously you do. Your higher self knows. You need to go within yourself and connect with yourself on a soul level, and connect with yourself spiritually again, or in whatever religion you believe in, to really center yourself back in to become, you are ready to have this abundance, to be the one that is ready. This is just a setback here. This is a setback, okay? Because with this Four of Pentacles, I think that you're finally using the savings that you have to do what you please, to do what you want, what you desire internally with this sword, this mentality. You were letting go of a mentality, and you were really getting ready to spend all this money that you saved up to go and do what you want. And that's what this Queen of Swords show, that you are determined, resilient, and smart. You think more than you feel. You will not tolerate mistruths or excessive fluff. Instead, you get straight to the point. For this reason, many value your opinion. You have become a respected figure, yes, from your family, maybe from your friends, etc., etc. And you are definitely this strong figure. And I think that you're really coming into your power here through this financial support that you have, and finally not stashing it away and finally using it, that you are really coming into your power. And I think with this Eight of Cups, you will finally make this decision as to what exactly you want to do. Do you stay or do you go? You are caught between walking away from a disappointing situation or trying one last time to make things better. But can the circumstances really improve, or is it a lost cause? I think because of this Five of Pentacles next, which means like poverty, loss, insecurity, etc., you're going to be left out in the cold. I think you're going to try and go back to the situation because you're so deeply emotionally attached to it. And you're going to go back to it. But this is going to cause poverty within you. And with this Five of Cups card, you're going to be focusing on what you've lost rather than what you still have. You still have these 2 cups, but you feel like you're focusing on these 3 cups that you've lost. You need to accept the decision that you've made. You need to not regret anything that you do, because everything you've done, every decision you've made shows who you are today, and you should be proud of who you are today. And if you are not, then you need to make yourself into a person you can be proud of. So with this Five of Cards, this Five of Pentacles is not how you expected it to turn out. You didn't expect it to turn out this way. You thought helping and giving your financial resources to help those people in your life would help them and help you release yourself from them. You thought helping one last time would let you be free. But through this realization of just completely, I think you'll just completely cut them off. Whoever is hindering you, whoever's taking your financial resources, etc., etc., you will finally cut them off. You'll be like, that's it, I'm done. This is the last time. This is the last time you're ever going to help them. And you will come out victorious, okay? This is what I'm seeing for you. I'm guessing this is towards like the end of this year. This will go up until the end of this year. With the Six of Swords, you will be victorious. You'll be entering a new era, this cycle here. You'll be traveling, and I think that you'll be traveling away from these people who have been holding you back this whole time. It's going to be moving very quickly, but you just need to go with the flow and just be positive with every decision that you make. Okay, now let's see what spiritual advice we have with my Starseed cards. What does pile 2 need to know advice-wise? What's advice for pile 2? What's advice for pile 2? some advice for pile 2. I have a feeling that you're very spiritually blocked off. Like, you don't really consider spirituality when you think about things. So, this inner earth, I think, shows what you need to think when you're in negative situations. You will survive this, new solutions and beginnings. The universe is working for you, not against you. They want the best for you. This inner earth shows abundance and flourishing. This will be you. You will flourish. You just need to go through the cycles, you need to go through your karmic lessons and learn from them so that you may come out abundant and flourishing. And then we have Star Brothers, Horus energy, protection, loyalty, safety, and trust. You have people around you who you can trust. This will be very familial, whether it be someone who's actually blood related or someone that you feel is like that is blood related to you, that feels like a brother or a sister or a cousin or anything like that. They are working for you. They are loyal to you. You are safe with them. That's what this is telling me. With this new Earth card, it's showing it's happening. Keep holding the vision. You have your vision. You have your desire. You need to keep walking towards it. You can't give up on it. This is your life purpose. And then empathic starseed. Energetic sovereignty, I can't say that word, I'm sorry. Absorbing what's not yours. I definitely think the reason why you keep emotionally attached to those who you feel responsibility towards is the reason that, oh my god, the people that you feel emotionally responsible towards, oh my god, yes, you are an empath. You are such an empath. And it negatively affects you so hard. You need to maybe get a veil. You need to separate yourself. You need to separate your emotions from what other people are feeling, because the fact that you are an empath, you feel other people's emotions. You know why they're doing a certain thing. You need to separate yourself from this empathy. And this shows that you need to wait. It's not time yet. Things are being woven. You need to wait for the universe to create something for you. Things will definitely be in the process for a while. I think this will actually be it'll feel like a long process to you. It'll feel like, oh my god, why can't I just keep going? Why can't I just move forward already? You need to wait. Sometimes things take time. Sometimes you need to be in an isolation of sorts before you can go into your universe, into your life purpose. Again, Earth School, this came from my last pile. You are here on this earth. You chose to reincarnate on this earth to learn something. There's something in a past life that you didn't get to learn or experience that you have chosen to learn by coming back to Earth. And then loosen your grip. Coping mechanisms, density, addiction, let God in. Whatever religion you are, it could be let the universe in, etc. You need to let go. You need to let go of your responsibilities that you feel towards this world. You are your own person. You are a soul. You are free. You are from source. You are energy. You need to let go and just experience life for what it is. Now I'm going to do my I don't really know what to call this deck. This is a deck I use mostly in relationships, but I feel really called to do it during this reading. So I'm going to be shuffling this and we will discuss. This pile 2 needs to know. See, look at this. Are you kidding? I knew I was right. Aries. I called it from the beginning. The smell of books. Maybe you need to go to a library to recoup. Maybe you spend a lot of times in places where it smells like books to kind of recenter yourself. Maybe you should read some books. Cats are very important to you. If there's a cat if cats come up, that could be important to your journey. They're a symbolic guardian in your journey. They could be your guardian animal, your spirit animal in a way. Like, I know I saw a tarot reading where it was like your animal for a month. This is the animal for your journey here, and this will end before December, like I said before the end of the year. You could get tattoos in order to cope with this situation. Maybe your family has a problem with it. You could be traveling to Asia. That might be the travel you're going to. And then this I usually see as a twin flame card, but it could be in relation to anything. I'm always with you even if you can't see me. It could be a past loved one. It could be your twin flame. It could be someone you haven't met yet. They're always with you even if you can't see them. Okay? So you guys need to mostly work on yourselves and detaching yourselves from the world around you safely without disassociating, okay? That's your reading. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like, and if anything specifically resonated, leave a comment down below. And if you want any other type of reading, just also comment down that below. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye! Hello, pile number 3. If you chose this pile, you chose the red or orange adventurine. This usually has to do with like past life regression. And I chose this crystal intuitively when I bought it because of the fact that I felt really attracted to the shape. Maybe you like everything to be in a structure that you place, a structure that you prefer, if that makes sense. Okay, so this is a what's coming next reading. The way I do my readings is chronological, like telling a story in a way. The past 2 readings have been before the end of the year, so most likely this will be a situation that will happen before the end of the year. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, pile 3. Oh my goodness. Y'all have a lot of cards. This is the longest one I had. So I definitely think you are a fire sign, a fire or water sign, because oh my gosh, there's so much fire and water in here. Definitely opposing forces kind of energy. So without further ado, let's get into the reading. Let me just grab my book real quick. First card we have is the 5 of Swords in reverse. So this 5 of Swords has to do with, in reverse, resolution, compromise, sacrifice, peace, and justice. This is about coming to a resolution, coming to a conclusion, and coming out victorious with this Chariot card. You're coming out of this certain situation victorious, the way you wanted it to, in a positive change in a way. But when you enter this situation, I feel like you'll be a little bit mischievous because of this wolf character, the 7 of Swords here. With the 7 of Swords, we have strategy, cunning, thievery, cheating, manipulation. I feel like you or someone around you will be thieving or manipulating you in a way, or you will be manipulating someone to get a victorious situation, but this won't work out in your favor because of this Emperor card. There's this certain figure, like a boss or something, that's gonna stop you and call you out, because this Emperor shows authority, and this shows them calling out on your pettiness, and they're gonna be really angry with you. This card represents King Arthur, kind of like in a king in a way, the way you would fear a king. It shows them calling out on your immaturity, and because of this, it's going to have negative consequences on you with this Sun card. And with the Sun card here, it could show unhappiness. It shows that you missed an opportunity to be truthful. You should have been truthful in this situation, because I think you might have been too cocky coming out of this situation. I think you could manipulate the rest of it, but that's not how it works all the time. And I think you'll fall into a depression because of it. But with this Ace of Cups, kind of shows coming back into that purity, kind of coming back down to one, starting from the beginning. New beginning, starting from scratch. That's what this Ace of Cups means to me personally, how I read it. This means that you will grow from this unhappiness and this depression after being called out. This is why this makes so much sense as to why you're a fire sign, because you can just, yes, you'll be upset, but you can just switch like that, the same way an air sign would. Air sign and fire signs don't stay upset for too long, especially if you have a lot of that in your chart. I see mostly fire and water, so I feel like it will emotionally affect you, but I think you'll get over it very quickly, because this shows happiness, love, intimacy, new emotions, and compassion. This shows a new beginning for me. With this Nine of Wands, this is about escaping. This has to do with fatigue, persistence, gathering strength, wounds, resilience. I think that you will start to have a new perspective. This depression you will realize, you'll self-reflect, and you will come to a new perspective, and you will start healing the wounds that you have from making this mistake, this missed opportunity, this bad decision, this immaturity. And you will be resilient in trying to better yourself. But I still think that you have a lack of awareness of the things around you. You're just so immature. And I think this is where the fire and water definitely come in, because this has to do with lack of awareness, pessimism, daydreaming, lethargy, and reevaluation. This is a reevaluation time, but you're not fully assessing the full picture, I don't think. And that's where this Two of Wands comes in, because this Two of Wands really emphasizes the fact that you need to come to a decision with your future planning and business opportunities and your cooperation with other people, or else you're gonna have this Two of Cups, this disharmony. You're not gonna be in harmony with those around you, and it's really gonna cause a huge imbalance in your life. There's gonna be a power imbalance, and I think you really feel it, because I think as a fire sign, you really want to be in power. You want to be the one in control, because you're very passionate about things. But the thing is, you are not this King of Wands. That's not who you are. You need to cooperate with the people around you. You need to make a decision to cooperate with the people around you, or else you'll never become this King of Wands. You will always be this King of Wands in reverse, unless you make a decision to cooperate with those around you. And this has to do with, again, lack of harmony, vitality. And with this Three of Coins, it really just emphasizes the fact that you need to get your shit together, because this means poor work ethic. You are so focused on trying to be the one in control that you're not actually focusing on your work. You have a lack of goal. You don't have goals in life. I think this is really going to take a toll on you because of this Death card. This shows a new beginning. This shows transformation, the ending of something. This is the end of a cycle, so that you can grow to be into a new person. And with this Knight of Cups, I think you'll realize that this transformation was necessary to realize your immaturity in the past. Yes, you have been called out, and yes, you think you've come to a decision, but you really didn't. You didn't self-evaluate deep enough. You just came to a quick conclusion like, oh yeah, I guess I must be the problem, let me just fix that, and then didn't go into it even further, because with a fire and water kind of collaboration, it shows you didn't go in deeply emotionally, shadow work wise, like shadow work level, trying to really find out who you are in depth on a soul level. And this shows that you're gonna be really petty with yourself, I think, and really moody with yourself, and get really frustrated with yourself because You've realized that you're so immature in the past, but this is for good. This is for good because you have this king of coins. You become this king of financial situation. This shows success. You are dependable. You have become conservative in your emotions and what you share with people and how you act towards things. And it shows that you have come into a power of authority through earning, through this transformation, through earning, through that transformation, that you have become a better person. This is probably a new job is what I'm seeing. And you are willing to work to better yourself, to grow this tree, to plant these roots, to really spread out, and to really get to know yourself. And with these 10 of Swords, I think that you'll have to sever ties with people who don't benefit you. I think that you'll feel very betrayed because maybe people in your life really didn't support you, or they encourage your behavior. Like, this is you and these are the people in your life. They're just skulls spitting out fire. They're just trying to like ignite you, to fire you up, to lead you into a unthought out decision. And I think you're really gonna have to sever ties with those people, and it's going to affect you. It's hard to let people go, but it's what's necessary in order for you to grow to be a better person. And with this Judgment card, it really emphasizes that, because judgment usually has to do with self-evaluation. You will realize your lack of awareness and your repeated mistakes, and I feel like you'll go into a sense of self-loathing to kind of atone for the behavior that you used to have before. And with this 7 of Wands, I think you will definitely come out on top. You will be determined to work on yourself, to become a better person. This shows endurance, attack, fighting for your beliefs, perseverance, and mounting a defense. You are building yourself up to start a new situation, to be ready for anything that comes next, that comes with the new year. Okay? So let's see what my Starseed deck has to say for you, spiritually wise, what you need to work on spiritually, religiously, whatever you believe in. Okay. What's some advice for pile 3? Advice for pile 3, please. Advice for pile 3. Advice for pile 3. Okay, so we have lifting the veil, question everything, anything unaligned must go. Like I said here with this 10 of Swords, you must question everyone around you, even if they're blood related. If they don't serve the most positive purpose towards leading to your higher self, then, or if you see them as toxic, then you need to cut them out of your life. And I have gotten this every single reading so far. Earth School, you have come here for a reason. This has to do with what you came on this earth, why you reincarnated, what you need to learn, the karmic lessons you need to learn. This is a part of it. You came here to learn something, to experience something. And you need to loosen your grip. Like, you feel like you have control over a situation, but you really don't. You really need to let go and just let things go with the flow. Go in tune with your water sign. And with the Seas of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light, I think you need to do some meditation to kind of come into light with yourself, because I feel like you're only scraping the surface, but you really need to dive deep into that sea of the subconscious, of even your conscious mind, to fully understand yourself. Then we have trust the timing. Trust the wave you came in on. Timing is not running out. Oh, time is not running out. You need to trust the timing of the universe. This is all in divine timing. This is all a part of your karmic lesson, the karmic cycle, etc., etc. Everything happens at a certain time for a certain reason, so that you can learn something. And then you got the love. Hadarian energy, codependency, and boundaries. So this shows that I think this separating from people in your life is going to be really difficult for you because you really deeply love and care for the people around you. But you need to focus on loving yourself the most and only having people in your life that serve your higher purpose, that serve the most positive outcome for you, okay? So next I'm going to, we have one card that left out. I think you might be an empath, and I think that's why you connect with people so quickly. But I'm gonna pull my, I don't really know what I call these cards, to be honest, but these are my like channeled messages cards, I guess. I usually use them for like relationships or like twin flames or that type of thing, but for the reading today I felt inclined to use them, so let's go. What does pile 3 need to know? What does pile 3 need to know? Very much like a fire sign. That's kind of funny. But I was just like, got it over with. Very passionate all at once kind of thing. Okay. Let's see. Travel. Maybe you need to travel to kind of separate yourself from the people that you're around. March is significant. Let's see. How is that in relation? Matching clothes. So I think this will be a workplace of uniform, and you might go against that. Someone with brown eyes, or you have brown eyes, is significant. You might be traveling or living in the Oceania area. Your moon sign is very significant to this, okay? Because it's the way you emotionally react to things. You're not fully going in depth, so that might have to do with a fire or earth. Pisces, like I said, you might be, I think you live in Oceania, but you'll be traveling to Asia. Like I said, this is a twin flame card. I think that, I know what this means. The boss that you're dealing with, you feel like you can't respect them because they're shorter than you. He might have short man syndrome, to where he feels like he needs to be very fiery, or maybe you have short man syndrome. It's time to say goodbye. Let go, like really let go. How to Save a Life by the Fray. You need to say goodbye to the people in your life. February and March are really important for this for you, I think. Because I think this won't be necessarily an end of year for you. This will be going into the next year, the beginning of the year, ending, like this cycle will end in March. This cycle will take forever because of the fact that it has to do with career-wise. But you will come out victorious, you'll come out ready, okay? So I hope you enjoyed the reading today. If you liked it, please give it a like. If anything resonated, or would you like to see any other type of reading, please leave a comment below. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!